The light within me sees and honors the light within you. Namaste.
Hi, this is BK Honest Yoga. I am Bridget. Let's begin in a child's pose. Big toes together, hips sink back towards the heels, arms walk out in front of you, forehead meets the mat. And take a long, deep breath in through the nose. As you exhale, feel yourself softening in the hips, the shoulders, the face. And we're going to stretch, strengthen the upper back and the shoulders. And also begin to bring more energy and remove blockages from the heart chakra. Gently walk the hands over to the left side as far as they can go. Breathe in through the right rib cage. And then gently walk the hands over to the right side as far as they can go, breathing in through the left rib cage. And gently walking the hands to center, bringing the hands together and behind the back of the head, together in a prayer position, gently opening already the upper back and the shoulders. And noticing any walls separating you from connecting with the rest of the world. And throughout this practice today, in a more unconscious, subconscious way, we'll begin to melt anything that blocks us from connecting with what's outside. Anything that blocks us from connecting to the world around us through our hearts. And gently bring the hands down to the mat. Lift up on knees and elbows. And then walk the arms forward, drawing the chest down to the mat. You can bring the forehead down to the mat, or the chin if you're really open in the shoulders. Make sure the hips are staying over the knees. And then gently shift the weight so that the shoulders are above the elbows. The elbows should be about shoulder distance apart, so if they got really wide or really close together, just adjust. And then step the feet back for a plank on the elbows. Now walk up onto the hands, so you're in a high plank position. And we're going to do a really subtle push-up. So it's not a push-up through bending the arms, but instead we're going to lower the chest down to the ground and then lift up. So almost feeling like you're doing a push-up with the shoulder blades. So arms stay straight, Wanalise. Keep the arms straight underneath the shoulders, and you're just lowering the chest a little closer to the ground and then lifting it back up without bending the arms. Without bending the arms. Good. And then exhale, press back into a downward facing dog. Pedal out the heels one at a time, bending one knee, drawing the opposite heel down. Relaxing the back of the head, softening the jaw. And then find a little bit of stillness here for a moment. Inhale, walk the feet between the hands and halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands frame the body. Good. Inhale, arms lift up. Interlace the fingers, pointer finger and thumb point up. Exhale, over to the right side. Inhale to center. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale to center. Lift the chest up and back. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left foot nice and far. Lower down the left knee, untuck the left toes. Inhale, left arm lifts up. Look up at the left hand. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, right arm lifts up. Look up at the right hand. Exhale, lower it down. Now tuck the left toes, lift the left knee. Inhale, right leg goes all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, bend the right knee, stacking right hip over the left. Try to keep the right shoulder pulling down so the chest is square to the mat, and then take little circles with the right knee in the sky for 3, 2, 1, and in the other direction, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift the leg up. Exhale, gently lower it down. Bring the knees down to the mat. Take some circles with the hips in one direction. Take some circles with the hips the other way. And then inhale, lift the hips, drop the belly, roll the shoulders away from the ears, look up. Exhale, tuck the tail, belly button to spine, chin to the chest. 3 big cat-cow. One more big breath. Inhale to a neutral spine, tuck the toes, exhale to down dog. Step the right foot between the hands, lower down the left knee, untuck the left toes. Inhale, the right arm lifts up. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, left arm lifts up. Exhale, lower it down. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, step the right foot all the way up to the sky. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, left leg lifts up towards the sky. Exhale, bend the left knee, stacking left hip over the right. And then take circles with the left knee going in one direction. Circles with the left knee going the opposite way. Inhale, lift the left leg nice and high. Step the left foot between the hands. Lower down the right knee and tuck the right toes. Inhale, left arm lifts up. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, right arm lifts up. Exhale, lower it down. Now step the right foot to meet the left, forward fold. Sink the hips, inhale, lift the arms, Utkatasana, chair pose. Bring the hands to heart center. Left elbow goes towards the right knee, take a twist. Inhale to center. Exhale, right elbow goes towards the left knee, press into the hands, take a twist. Inhale to center, lift the arms to frame the ears. Exhale to stand. And shake out the feet. Shake out the hands. Jump up and down. I'm going to keep jumping for just a little bit here. There's that lymphatic system stuff we were talking about. Jumping up and down. And then big inhale. Lift the arms all the way up. Hold the breath. And big exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step back to a high plank. And we're going to try these push-ups once again. So arms are straight, legs are straight, and you're just lowering the chest a little closer to the ground and then pressing back up. 5, 4, nice. 3, 2, 1, and then lower the knees down to the mat. Find a little arch in the back, lower the chest down to the mat, the chin down to the mat. Inhale, slide onto your belly, squeeze the inner thighs toward each other, roll the shoulders away from the ears. And you feel like you're lifting from the back of the neck here, strengthen the low back. Exhale, press back to tabletop. Lower the elbows down to the mat, extend the arms forward, puppy pose. Breathing here for 5. 3. 2. And shift the weight forward. Step the feet back, plank on the elbows. Exhale, lower down the hips, roll the shoulders away from the ears. Lots of space between ears and shoulders. Pressing the pelvis onto the earth, pressing into the hands. And slide the hands underneath the shoulders, press back into tabletop. Lift up onto the knees. Now this is a great place to fold the mat over a couple times under the knees, or you can use a cushion for under the knees, especially if you're on a hard floor like I am today. Bring the hands to the low back, thumb spin out, roll the shoulders away from the ears, lift the chest, look up. Good. And you can squeeze the glutes just a little for some support. And if it feels good, the hands can slide down the back of the thighs, opening the chest even more. And then maybe one day, if it feels good, you also reach out for the heels. Sending the hips forward over the knees, letting the head fall back. Slowly, gently lifting up out of this pose. Coming back down onto the mat. Bringing the knees wide, sinking back into a child's pose, just to neutralize the spine for a moment. Now inhale, lift up to tabletop. Tuck the toes, exhale to down dog. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, step or hop between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, take a big step out to the side. Now the toes are wider than the heels. Arms are at shoulder height. And the feet aren't out totally wide, they're more pointing at the corners of the mat. Bend the knees, bend the elbows, sink down into a goddess pose. Lots of strength here. Taking big, long, deep breaths. Inhale to stand. Exhale, sink down. Now bring the hands to the knees and just gently bring one shoulder forward. Switch sides, gently bringing the other shoulder forward. Inhale to center. Arms lift up. Come to stand. Now interlace the hands behind the small of the back. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Lift the chest, look up. Exhale, forward, fold over the legs. Top of the head goes towards the floor. And the arms might melt over the legs. If it feels better, the hands can stay interlaced at the low back. But if you can lift them off the low back, you can start to really deeply rinse the shoulders. And gently lower the hands down. Bring the hands down to the mat and walk them just underneath the face. Now inhale, one arm lifts up all the way to the sky. Look up at that hand. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, lift the arm up. Exhale, lower it down. Now begin to move with your breath. Good. Now heel toe the feet together so that they're just wider than hip distance apart, and sink the hips down between the heels. Malasana yogi squat, hands come to heart center, elbows come to the inside of the knees. Good. Go ahead, sit on the mat. And this is also a nice place to sit on the cushion if you want to. And we'll bring the arms out to shoulder, the elbows out to shoulder height. And we're just gonna spin back and forth, one side to the other. So what's best is if you breathe in one side, breathe out the other way. Out, in, out, in, out, in, out, through the nose. Now lift the arms so the hands are just above the head, and we'll do the same motion. If you're feeling a little dizzy, you can try to go the other way. So inhaling one way, exhaling the other way. Go ahead. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Good, and now finally hands come all the way down by the sides. Palms still facing in front of you. And we'll do the same thing. Inhaling one way, exhaling the other way. And I'm inhaling to the left and exhaling to the right the way I started. Ready? Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, in, out, in, out. Keep going. Good, now inhale, arms lift up. Hold the breath. Now gently exhale, one arm comes down, the other arm comes over the ear. Big side body stretch, try to keep the seat grounded to the earth. Inhale to center, exhale over the opposite way. Inhale, lift both arms up. Now let's exhale, move on to your back. Then bring the right leg up towards the sky and take a few circles with the right ankle. Take a few circles the other way. Then point the toe, flex the heel, point, flex, point, flex. And bring the right ankle to the left knee and draw the left knee in. Big stretch on the outside of the right outer hip. Breathe into the belly. And bring the arms out like a cactus. And let the legs fall over to the left side. Look over at the right hand. Breathe deeply. Good. Gently unravel. And now what I'd like to do is something that would be really great if you had a yoga strap, or you can use a scarf, you could use a belt, you could use anything. And if you don't have it, I can give you another option. So I just have a scarf here. I'll give you first the simplest option, and then we'll get more complicated as we go. First option, you can just draw the right knee in and pull the right knee over to the right side. Second option, you can use a scarf or a strap and bring the toes towards the top of the head, left hand grounding down on the left hip, and open the right foot out to the right side as far as it'll go. It's important to try to keep the hips grounded towards the earth. You can press into the left heel as it's grounded down on the earth as the right hip opens. And then option 3, if you're really open in the back of the legs and the hips, you could hold on to the right toe with the first 2 fingers, extending the leg, trying to point the toes slightly, grounding down in the left leg, and then let the right leg open to the right side. Now, while the right foot is opening to the right side, it's important to feel as if you're pulling the right toes towards the crown of the head all the time. And we're here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And inhale back to center. Now, even if the knee was bent, you can straighten the leg. And the right leg is going to go over to the left side as far as it can go while the hips are still grounded. So this means it'll go over to the left, but as soon as the hip lifts off the ground, that's too far. So keep both hips grounded and bring the right hip over to the left side. And eventually you'll start to feel sensation in the outside of the right hip. Both hips grounded to the floor. You can stay there. This is particularly nice if you have the strap. Because then you can really stop it at the exact point while simultaneously bringing the toes towards the sky. You can also do this with the hand, but it's a little harder to keep the hip grounded when you're doing it with the arm. Just keep the leg straight if you can, even if that means you're only going a little bit to the left. This shouldn't be a big movement. It should be a smaller movement. Okay, let's lower down the right foot. And now extend the left leg towards the sky. Take circles with the left ankle. Take circles the other way. Point the toe, flex the heel, point, flex, point, flex, bend the knee and straighten it a few times. And now bring the left ankle to the right knee, draw the right knee in. Bring the arms out like a cactus and let the knees fall over to the right side. Look over at the left hand. Good, gently unravel. Now extend the left leg up and either bend the left knee and open the left knee out to the left side, or hold on to the foot with the strap, or you can hold on to the big toe if that's in your capabilities, and then open the left leg out to the left side. Keep the right hip grounded. We're simultaneously pulling the toes towards the top of the head and really focusing on grounding the hip that's lifted. And we're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale back to center. And now bring the left foot over towards the right side. I'm going to use my right hand instead. You can use the strap. You could use just the leg. And it's a very subtle movement because even I noticed my hip was lifting there. You want to keep the hip grounded to the floor and just bring it far enough to feel a stretch in the outside of the left hip. Good. Now bring both knees into the chest. Hold on to the feet for happy baby pose. Rocking from left to right. Maybe forward and back. Maybe being very still. Good. And now bring the hands underneath the hips, release the feet, and lift the legs up for legs up the wall. Or if you'd like, you can move into a shoulder stand if that's in your practice, lifting the hands, the hips into the height of the hands. And if you have a plow pose in your practice, taking the feet behind the head, you can find a plow pose. And then gently lowering out of that pose. Bringing the knees into the chest. Wrapping the arms around the legs, bringing the nose to the knees, the shoulders to the ears, squeeze the fingers, squeeze the toes, squeeze the face, squeeze everything in, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Exhale, release down for Shavasana. Laying on the mat, silent and still. Softening, letting go, relaxing. Breathing into the very center of your heart space. Seeing if you can sense a feeling of expansion there. And then beginning to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Beginning to stretch arms and legs, inviting a feeling of gratitude into the body. And then gently bringing the knees into the chest, letting the knees fall to one side. And bringing yourself up using the hands. Hands come to heart center. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Bring the hands to the third eye center, the seat of the intuition. The light within me sees and honors the light within you.
Namaste.